So it is with heavy heart and just sadness that I do this video today. That Charlie Kirk was killed today by a gunman while he was holding one of his debates at a university in Utah. For those of you who do not know Charlie Kirk, he is a very prominent voice in the conservative movement. He has a company which he started when he was 18 years old, or an organization called Turning Point USA, where he goes to schools, primarily college campuses, and holds these debates where he teaches and promotes conservative values. What makes me really sad about this and what I want to get at is this time that we're living in where this is not America. We cannot be a nation where people are killed because we disagree with their opinions. Like that to me feels very Iraq, Afghanistan, and I'm not trying to hate on anyone's country, but it's just like it feels like those countries where, you get stoned to death if you don't carry the viewpoint of whoever is in power. And this to me, why this breaks my heart so much, because it's like, what nation are we living in that there are people out there who think it's okay to end someone's life because I disagree with their opinion? Like that is a very dangerous place to be in. We're never gonna agree on everything. People who love each other, the most don't agree. Husbands and wives who are in love, they don't even always agree with one another. Couples who are madly in love don't always agree with one another. Even you don't always agree with yourself. That's why you change your mind, you change your opinion. That's why sometimes people are indecisive. You don't even agree with your own self. So for a person to be killed because of their opinion, it definitely is scary. It's scary to live in a country that this has happened, and there are people online who are no doubt celebrating the fact that he was killed. Charlie Kirk, 31 years old, a wife and two young children. And it's just heartbreaking that his wife has to mourn the loss of her husband, that these two children are now going to grow up without their father. Like, it's just, I'm just so hurt by that. And I cannot even imagine what those children are going through. I can't imagine what his wife is going through to get this news about her husband. Like, it is just absolutely devastating. And like this sort of hatred in this country, it needs to end. Like, it doesn't matter whether you agree or disagree. You don't agree with them, don't watch his videos. Don't go to his debates. Don't go to his events. If you disagree, if it triggers you, don't go to it. But to go to someone's event knowing that you disagree with them and take their life because you disagree, it's sick, it is psychotic. And all of the people online who are supporting this, you need to question your heart, because you were just as guilty as the one who pulled the trigger. If you are sitting there supporting that a person being killed for their viewpoint, and you are celebrating this, you have murder in your heart. You have murder in your heart. You didn't pull the trigger, but you are celebrating that someone pulled the trigger. And you need to check your heart, because that is a murderous heart. And my sympathy goes out to his wife, to his family. I'm really saddened by that news. It just, we should have the freedom to have our opinions, the freedom to have our viewpoints. I should have the freedom to disagree with you respectfully. And we keep it moving. It's just, this is not the world that we should be living in. But I just want to say this, that, you can't stop the message. Okay, if you think taking out the messenger stops the message, you're wrong, because we have centuries that proves that that's not the case. When Jesus left the earth and his apostles took over, the government and the people were so outraged. Yeah, they killed them. They killed Paul, Peter, they killed them. And the one they couldn't kill, John, they exiled him. So he was all by himself. But guess what? 2,000 years have gone by, and that message is still strong. The message that Jesus Christ is the Messiah, that message that they thought they could stop by killing the apostle Paul, by killing the apostle Peter, by killing James and killing Stephen and killing they thought that they could stop the message that Jesus Christ is the Messiah, but you couldn't stop the message. Just because you stopped a messenger doesn't mean you stopped the message. 2,000 years have gone by, and the gospel of Jesus Christ is stronger now more than ever. It's not just in Greek like it was in the days of the apostle, but the gospel is being preached in English. It is in Spanish. It is in Mandarin. It is in Portuguese. It is in every language. It is in French, every language you can think of. The gospel that Jesus Christ is the Messiah, that gospel is being preached, and you can't stop the message because you took out a messenger. And so the word of God will go forth. I just want to say on Charlie Kirk that yes, he was a Christian. He was a very strong conservative, very strong conservative views. And I know a lot of people disagree, even in the conservative circle, right? Because you have different levels of conservatives, and some people, even in the conservative circles, may have disagreed with his viewpoints. But at the end of the day, I thought he was a phenomenal person. At 18 years old, he started his own organization to push forth the things that he believed in. No college education, and he built an amazingly successful life. And he was just a great person overall. From what I hear from people that were close to him, he was just such a great person. And I know the media has tried to paint him as racist, but I have heard from Black people who were close to him who said that that is not the truth. So I just, from what I've seen of him from a distance, he just seemed like just such an amazing person who pursued his passion and stood for something. And it didn't matter what came against him. He stood for Jesus. He stood for his values. And he pushed it forward. And one of the things that I also admire about Charlie Kirk is that he was very open-minded. I mean, his events were debates. He welcomed people who disagreed with him to hear their viewpoints, to hear what they had to say. He was open. He was like, everyone, you can be on the far, far left, extreme liberal. He welcomed you to come to his events and to speak and to share your opinion and your viewpoints and to have a healthy debate. And I just think that that really makes him such a phenomenal person because he wasn't just so, this is my view and I'm preaching my view and that's it. He wanted to hear what other people had to say who disagreed with him, and he gave them the mic where they could speak at his events and share their viewpoints. And so I want to just ask us if we can just keep his family in our prayers. I am really saddened by this news for him being so young and having to lose his life. I'm saddened for his family, and I'm just saddened for what this means for America. Like, are Christians safe in America? Are conservatives safe in this country? Like, are people mentally healthy? Like, what is the mental state of the average American? If you get into an argument with a person, like, just like at the grocery store or wherever, are they just gonna just take you out because what is the mental state of the average American? Is there something wrong in this country where, shootings have been on the rise, and people are now believing that ending the life of someone is like the best thing that they can do right now? Like, what is wrong mentally with the people of our nation? Like, I am very concerned about the mental health of Americans because it's just too much. It's just too much. I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to be praying for their family. And you know what? Like, God raised Lazarus, I think, y'all think we're overdue for a resurrection? I mean, maybe, right? I mean, I'm a radical, so I believe in the resurrection from the dead. So who knows, God raised Lazarus. I'm just going to put it out there. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments down below and what are your thoughts about this? Where's your heart right now in this situation? Do you feel fine? Do you feel a little heavy? I just want to hear from you guys. Let's have a little, we're on the couch together, just hanging out, just having a heart to heart right now. Just leave your comments down below and I'll take a look, I'll read and I'll respond. I love you guys. Bye.